Hi friends, happy Thursday. My name's Jana. Thanks for coming by my channel today. If you are a subscriber, welcome back. And if you're new here, I hope that you will consider subscribing to my channel. I do sell Stampin' Up. It's kind of like my side thing, my side hobby, but stamping is my hobby. It's my major hobby. However, I do crocheting and cross stitching, a little bit of this and that, a little bit of knitting. I'm not very good at knitting. I can do the basic stuff with that. Crocheting's really easy to me, but knitting, I just have a hard time with that. I don't know if I drop a stitch, then I just have to rip stuff out because I don't know how to fix it. All right, so now that I've got this up on my iPad and stuff, I think we can go ahead and get started. So I'm gonna do Christmas cards today again. I'm thinking we're coming to the end of the Christmas card making. But I just had to play with this set again. Now this set is not specifically for Christmas, but because it's got all kinds of things here. There's even a surfboard in this little bunch of stuff that you can put in the back of this red truck. But this is the Trucking Along bundle. You can get the stamp set, you can get the punch. The punch can work independently from the stamp set, or you can combine them, get both in a bundle and save 10%. I'm also going to use, and kind of my focus today is using patterned paper. So this is a really quick way to make some Christmas cards. So if you're making cards at the last minute, take a look at what pattern paper you might have in your stash that you could do something like this with. This is called the One Horse Open Sleigh, and it's mostly these picture type papers. So all of these have some sort of a scene on one side and a pattern on the other. So I pulled out one of those papers to do my card today, and then I'm going to use the stamps and the punch. All right. I'm trying to find somewhere to put stuff. I have my little side desk over here. My desk is like in an L shape, and so I have this whole side that is mostly full of stuff right now that I need to put away. All right, so there are the stamps, and here's all my goodies. And let me just bring this because I'm going to be using this. So if you have a stamp positioner in your possession, it comes in really handy for doing your two-step stamping. Okay, let me see here. This is the paper that I chose. I just think this is so cute, this print here. Looks like a fun place to stay if you ask me. Okay, I think I have all my little pieces out. And all right. So let's get started. All right, so I have a piece of smoky slate. I'm going to be stamping on that color instead of white this time. So I will just get that in there, and then let me see here. I want to I guess I will stamp with the outline image first. Let me move this up so you can actually see what I'm doing. That might be helpful. I think I have my, let me pull my camera back a little bit. And I will move this a little bit. I have my new glass mat under here. I've got a paper on top of it to keep it from glaring, but if you watched my little unboxing video, I showed this new glass mat and I really am enjoying it. I really like it, but I can't use it for my videos because the lights glare off of it. Okay, so I'm just going to ink up this cute little truck with black, and I know that I have done something similar already, but I just really wanted to play with this set again in this way. All right, I'm going to go with that. Also, in that video that I did my unboxing and this glass mat, there's a cleaning cloth for the glass mat, and I mentioned that it's very much like these cleaning cloths. And I left it sitting out, and the next day when I came back in my stamp room, what I didn't know is that it had, when they package it up, they put moisture in it, water or something, a little bit, and it didn't feel like that when I took it out of the packaging. But when I came back in the next day, it had kind of shriveled up and was getting dried out. So I thought, okay, so it is the same stuff that the cleaning cloth's made out of, but on a much bigger scale. All right, so here is the solid portion of this two-step stamp for the little truck. So I'm just going to line it up here and hopefully get it where it needs to go. I'm not right over the top of it, so I can't see it that well, but I'm hoping that I've got it lined up pretty good here. I'm going to go with that. And as you can see, this stamp has made a few red trucks because it's got a nice pretty pink stain to it. Okay, so I'm going to ink it with Cherry Cobbler, and it will take me a few times. And don't forget, I am stamping it onto Smoky Slate, so I'm stamping it onto gray and not white. Hey, I got that lined up pretty darn good. One of these times I'm going to do this truck up and make a rusty truck with it. I think that would be kind of fun. Once or twice more, and I think we will have it. One of the reasons that I'm stamping onto gray is that I wanted the windshield to be, I know I could go back and color it, but this scene is more of like a night scene because you can see the lights on in that cabin and stuff. So I just wanted the windows and stuff to be a little bit darker on the truck. I just didn't want the bright white outline and stuff like that, so I decided to go with the gray, and we're going to call that good. I'm happy with that there. Okay, let me get that cleaned off. I made a pretty good mess with it all over the stamping platform here. And off to the side as well. I think I need to wash off I just washed it off, but I think I need to clean my cleaning cloth again. It will never not be black because it is just that stained up. All right, so now I just need to do the tires. Oh, I wanted to mention before I forget, today's the day for free shipping on orders of $75 or more. So if you were wanting to do some shopping with Stampin' Up! And me, hopefully, today's the day. Free shipping. Okay, let me get this lined up. That's looking good there, hopefully. And I'll get my Memento Tuxedo Black here, and we will stamp some tires. And I'm going to do that one more time. All right, I think our little truck is done. And I got a big old smudge right there, but we'll be punching that out, so I think it'll punch away. All right, let me clean that stamp off real quick, and we will move along here. So if you guys have anything that you are wanting to see as far as a different card style, a different type of card, like birthday, Valentine's, you know, what are you hoping to see in the coming weeks? Because I am about done doing Christmas, I'm thinking. Thinking. I definitely have some new things to play with, so I will be doing that as well. All right, let me bring the punch over. But is there a different, like, I do pretty simple card styles, not anything too fancy as far as interactive cards or whatever. I mean, I do those, but I don't do a whole lot of them in my videos. So, but if you're wanting to see something different like that, please just let me know. Here we go. Whee! All right. Cutest little red truck ever. All right. Now then, I'm going to go ahead and put a tree in the back of it. So let me get with that. I'm going to go ahead and stamp that on the gray as well. We'll just stick with that. All right, so I'm going to stamp. It's also a two-step stamp. So I'm going to stamp the first layer with Garden Green. I think I can stamp it right here. There is that. And then the top layer there, I'm going to stamp with Shaded Spruce. Hello. Thanks for watching. Is it Sam? I can't tell from your YouTube name there. Okay, so, and I know you've been on here before, and I've probably asked you that same thing before. All right, so shaded spruce. Can I get over the top of it here? I can't see what I'm doing. Wow. It's really hard when you can't get... Okay, I'm going to have to pull it closer to me so I can see what I'm doing. And then you won't be able to see what I'm doing, probably. All right, I can't... For some reason, I can't see it. Why? There we go. I'm just going to stamp it there. Let's see how that turned out. It's not too bad. We'll just go with it. I think what I needed to do was put it on a bigger block. I think sometimes when you go with the smaller blocks, it's really hard to see. It's easier on a bigger block. But it's all right. Okay, and then also, while I have this little block out, actually, I'm going to stamp the little Farm Fresh on the door. Let me bring the black back. I wish they had more little sayings for the door. So Stampin' Up, if you ever are listening or somebody that works there, make us more little sayings for the doors, please. Oh, you know what? Did you ever, do you remember? I should have gotten it out so you could see. I have like the little truck set from years and years ago. It's a wood stamp set. And it has the little truck and sort of the same kinds of things with stuff you can put in the back. And then there was a separate little set that came out, and I have that one also. And it's got people, like a man and a woman and a dog, and I can't remember if there's a cat. Anyway, you can put the little animals in there. And it's just really fun. And I was gonna get that set out to see if the little people that go with that old set would actually work with this one. Okay, I'm just gonna fussy cut this tree out real quick. It's Beck and Sam. Okay. And it says that, right? Beck and Sam. All right, so next time I will remember. So is it Rebecca? My name I get so many different pronunciations of my name, or people just make up a totally different name for me. When I was working, I made the mistake of going to work one day and telling them that I got a letter in the mail, and it was addressed to Jamal instead of Jana. And so then I became Jamal at work. And I still get called that sometimes by one friend in particular. It's like, okay, I'll just answer to whatever. My grandma, she used to call me I don't know if it was so much Jenny. I think it was kind of Jenny how she said my name. My dad called me Janny. Uh, but for some reason, my name the way it is seems to be difficult. It mostly, I get called Janice and Janet, anything but what it really is. Okay, when I was a kid, I wanted my name to be Marie. I just thought that was the best name ever. Okay, so there is my little tree, and let's just get it glued into the back of the truck. And I left that little tab just to have a little something extra to put glue onto, to put that in the back there. And then you just kind of want to overlap the tree onto the cab of the truck there. So cute. All right, that's ready. And let's work with this. So that is what the back looks like. It's kind of a green and gold combination there. Not shiny though. But I need to cut this paper down. And so I'm going to do my card in a landscape because I don't want to cut all of this picture away. So I need to trim off a little off of the bottom. Just take a little off the top. That's what you would tell the barber, right? Okay, so there's that strip. And don't throw your strips away because there's so much you can do with leftover strips. I want this to be 5 1/4. Our card's 5 1/2 by 4 1/4. So we're going to take it down 1/4 of an inch. Oh, this needs to be 4 here. This needs to be 4. Okay, so I'm going to take it down just a little bit more. I don't want to cut the top of the house off. In fact, I just was looking at some cards that a gal made and posted on the Saturday Morning Makes Facebook page. And she took her like leftover strips and squares and stuff like that and put them all together onto a card, a base, not your card base, but a layer of cardstock. Then run that through a embossing folder. Okay, now we need this to be 5 1/4. So she ran it through an embossing folder after she had all the pieces glued. So there is what our card front is going to be. And then she just attached like a piece of ephemera or something with a greeting. And it just, you know, made really nice cards. Okay, so I've got a cherry cobbler card base here to go with our cherry cobbler truck. And I'm just going to attach this piece right onto the front. So if you have patterned papers like this, that especially these that have a seam, you could make up a bunch of these cards at the last minute really easily. And it doesn't have to be a little red truck. You could plop a snowman on here or something else. But you could even just attach a greeting on the front. So there is that. And before I go any further with that, I am just going to take my Wink of Stella and sparkle up the windows just for a little added touch of some bling here, because I'm not going to be attaching any other embellishments to this one. So this will just give it a little bit of sparkle. I went grocery shopping. I take my sister and we go grocery shopping, and I managed to score some raw peanuts so I can make my peanut brittle. I haven't made it in several years, so I decided I wanted to do some this year. Can you see the shiny glimmer there? Okay, so now all we have to do is decide. You can see can you see the little footprints? So cute. And we're gonna park this truck out front here. So I looked at the colors on the back of the paper, and one of them was Misty Moonlight, and I'm pretty sure that's what the blue is that's going on here. So I got my light Misty Moonlight Stampin' Blend, and I am going to draw some like tire marks for the snow, because we can't just have that truck parking in a pristine amount of snow. It drove in there, it's got to leave some tire marks. So you just want to position your truck where you want it, and then decide where you want to put your tire marks. So I'm going to just start right here, and I am going to just kind of wiggle it a little bit, because we don't want just perfectly straight lines. Take it up to that tree trunk, and then because this tree is in front of where the truck drove in, and then we need another one for the other tire, or tires on the other side of the truck. So just do this here. There we go. All right, and then I'm going to put dimensionals at the top of my truck. And I'm going to just put some glue down here at the bottom of the tires, because we don't want it hovering. And then you want to just position that front tire with that tire mark kind of behind it there. Just like so. Oh, the sparkle coming out those windows. I wish you could see it. I don't know if you can see it really. It's so pretty. Okay, now then, I've got a couple of leftover strips. They're about a ½ inch here of the Smoky Slate. I'm going to attempt to stamp my greeting on one. and see if I can get it on there fairly straight. But I've got two, and there's always the front and back side, right? So I can flip it over if I mess it up too many times. So I'm just going to ink up the Wishing You a Festive Christmas in the Misty Moonlight ink to match along with everything else. Let's see here what I can do. Maybe we should have placed bets. Can she do it the first time, or how many times is it going to take? We'll just see. Well, friends, I'm thinking that looks pretty good. We're going to go with it. It only took one take. All right. Let's just snip this off about an even amount over here from the other side. There we go. All right, before I get too crazy with that, let me finish the inside. And I am going to use, from the Merriest Tree set, this greeting here, hoping your home is filled with the spirit of the season. I think that is a very nice saying. And I shouldn't have put my ink pad away because I still need to use it. All right. My paper is crooked and it's just driving me nuts. Here we go. That's better. Then I can line that up there. And hopefully get this on somewhat straight and centered. Nice. And then I have a little strip of the, I'm going to use the back side of our patterned paper. Just to give the inside a little something something. And then I'm going to pop that up. And we will just set this right up here. There we go. Our card is done. Isn't that cute? And the pattern paper did all the work. So cute. Okay. Look, we don't have too much left in our little angel book, The Joy of Angels. And then I will have to be finding something different. I have some other books. I don't know if they are ones I will want to read out of, though, for our story time. Look at that cute little picture. Hush, my dear, lie still in slumber. Holy angels, guard thy bed. Heavenly blessings without number gently falling on thy head. And that's by Isaac Watts. Calm as a child to slumber soothed, and if an angel's hand had smoothed the still white features into rest. John Greenleaf Whittier. Behold, I send an angel before you to guard you on the way and to bring you to the place which I have prepared. Give heed to him and hearken to his voice. Exodus 23:20-21. I'll read 2 more. I've heard that little infants converse by smiles and signs with the guardian band of angels that round about them shines. Carolyn Ann Southey. Each of us has a guardian angel. They're non-threatening, wise, and loving beings. They offer help whether we ask for it or not, but mostly we ignore them. Eileen Freeman. Well, I don't want to ignore my guardian angel. All right, we'll stop there. Okay, so don't forget about free shipping if that is something you're interested in. I will be, when I'm done here and I get this all set up on the channel, I will go in and put my current host code. I just started a new one the other day for the rest of the month, and also the link to where you can shop with me, okay? So yeah, that free shipping is just for today on orders of $75 or more. Maybe you can buy yourself a Christmas present, or, you know, tell someone you love, hey, I really want this. All right, so have a great weekend ahead. Don't get stressed out over the holiday stuff. You might be doing some baking or something, I'm not sure. And if you are, your house is going to smell wonderful. All right, I'll see you in my next video, guys. Take care. Happy stamping. Bye-bye.